The best niche on YouTube in 2025 is... Hey, my name is Ben and I use YouTube to go from broke college student stuck in a 9-to-5 job back in Germany to now living in Vietnam, making more money and being a lot happier than ever. And I've got these 4 channels right here. They are just a few of them. So we have one with over 20,000 subscribers, we have one with 7,000 subscribers, one with 1,000 subscribers, and one with like 300 or something like that. And now out of these channels, please go ahead and guess which one allowed me to build an online business and move to Vietnam and do all of that stuff. If you guessed any of the first 3, you're wrong. It's actually the smallest channel of them all. On this channel, when I had 86 subscribers, I was able to go full time with it. I quit my job when I had 86 subscribers on that channel, and none of the other channels even mattered anymore. They mattered in terms of learning how YouTube works and learning why faceless channels and AI channels and all of that stuff doesn't work, which we'll get into. But just from a making money standpoint, they didn't matter at all. So if you've watched any of the videos about how to build a faceless channel or what's the best niche on YouTube, all of that, in my opinion, is complete bullshit. I'll tell you exactly why I think that and what you should do instead in this video. Starting out with high competition on faceless channels, there is literally no barrier to entry, which is a good thing when you're just starting out, but it's a bad thing later on, because you're competing with literally everyone there. If you're recording videos like the one I'm recording right now, you would at least have to have a phone. You would have to have the confidence to speak on camera. And these are all things that you can develop over time, by the way. And you might need to get a microphone. You might need to have a nice recording setup. Actually, you'll be fine without a nice recording setup in some cases. Point being, it's a lot harder to get started with. Therefore, there's going to be less competition here. With faceless channels and AI channels, like there are 6-year-olds. Literally, I know that there are 6-year-olds who are creating these faceless channels. And there are hundreds of YouTubers preaching, oh, start an AI faceless channel right now. And these videos get hundreds of thousands of views. And so what happens when there are videos claiming that you'll make easy money with AI automation and with faceless channels? Well, everyone's gonna try them and the competition gets super, super high. And another thing that happened is that YouTube picked up on this and they don't really like having unoriginal content on their platform. Like having scripts written with AI, having videos made by AI, a lot of these channels actually face the problem that they can't even monetize with YouTube AdSense because they're not being allowed to. Or some people also start the channel and then realize, wait, why am I not getting any impressions at all? Because you've got, I don't like the word, but you got shadow banned. Basically, YouTube knows that your content is kind of ass. And the way you don't have that happening is by making original content, which we will get into exactly how you can do that and how I'm doing this to make money as well. Another point about these faceless and automation channels, they're not actually that automated. Like it still takes you a pretty long time to get a video out. And I would argue that most automation channels and all of those take longer to get a video out than it takes me to get a video out, even though I don't automate anything. Another thing that's gonna happen is that you won't like your niche forever. If you try to stick to one exact niche, eventually your interests are gonna shift. For example, 2 of my channels were Minecraft channels. Minecraft was my absolute life for maybe 10 years of my life. I played Minecraft day and night, basically. And I never imagined that I would ever stop playing the game. Or not really lost interest, but life got in the way, basically. But what ended up happening is that I can't really continue these channels anymore because they don't align with my newer goals. Whereas if I took the different approach that I'm gonna tell you about in just a second, I wouldn't have had to abandon these 2 channels that I grew and that I put so much time and effort into. I got a friend who's making videos about Egyptians and one channel about like medieval history or something along those lines. I don't know exactly. But I can guarantee you that within 3 months he's gonna be sick of creating that content because it's just not really that interesting. And now the last point for why I think you shouldn't go this route with like monetizing with YouTube AdSense and doing all of that stuff. Let's say you get a $2 RPM. So you get paid by YouTube $2 per 1,000 views that you get. To make $1,000 a month, you would have to get 500,000 views every single month. Like, I don't think you realize how hard it actually is to get 500,000 views every single month. I had a channel that I grew to 1,000 subscribers within 21 days. And within those 21 days, I got 80,000 views on that channel. I was working my ass off. That was like really hard to do. And if I had kept that channel up, maybe I would have gone from 80,000 views or let's say 100,000 views a month to eventually 200, 300, 400. But even then, I still wouldn't be at 500,000 views to make $1,000 by putting an insane amount of effort. Whereas with the approach I'm gonna tell you about, you can literally have like 100 views, or you can even have 1 view if it's the right person and make money from that immediately. So what is, in my opinion, the best niche on YouTube? The best niche on YouTube in 2025 is yourself. You want to make content about your own interests, your own life, your own goals, and your own transformation. What do I mean by that? It's not, oh, I have these interests and I just film my day every single day and I just vlog and I upload random stuff that I'm doing. Oh, I read a book this morning. Okay, let me make a video about the book. And then, oh, I'm cooking this evening. Let me make a video about that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is you come up with some kind of goal, or maybe already have a goal in life, and you make content about the journey of achieving that goal. For example, on the small channel that I told you made the most amount of money out of these 4 channels, the first video I made on that channel was called I started a YouTube agency from zero to prove it's not luck. And it said day 1 on the thumbnail. And that's the kind of content I can really recommend you do. Picking a goal, for me it was like, okay, growing a YouTube agency from zero. So with the goal of getting to $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. And then documenting the journey of getting there. And then once you're there, you can also make content about the path of what you've already achieved. And then you can make content about what you are going to achieve in the future and your new goals. And so by doing that, I was able to basically film a lot of my days where it was like, maybe I was eating something and then I was preparing food. But then while I was doing that, I was talking about the journey that people clicked on the video for. And that's what made it so relevant. And then what you can do with these things is you educate people on your journey and tell them how to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. And you can sell digital products, coaches, services, all sorts of different things yourself, and you don't have to rely on AdSense. On that first video, for example, when it had 200 views or something like that, someone reached out to me saying, hey, what you talked about in the video sounds interesting, let's work together. And so within like a couple of days of uploading that first video, I already went from $0 to $1,000 a month. And that one opportunity exploded everything afterwards. I can't even explain that all in this video. And so what I did was basically, well, I guess you can also call it a personal brand. Starting a personal brand channel might be the best niche in 2025. And I actually made a full breakdown of how you can get started yourself with this and how I managed to get to $3,000 a month at 86 subscribers and then going full time with that. And you can check out that video right here on the end screen.